to Mini-Modelog and a Two Drunk Flings quiz special. With the new episode dropping today of Two Drunk Flings podcast, links down in the description, we thought we'd do a Two Drunk Flings quiz special. So all of these questions are related to the podcast, related to the presenters, to everyone who's involved with Two Drunk Flings. So hopefully you've been listening to the podcast. If you haven't, where have you been? Do check out all the links down below. But we thought we'd do a 15 question special today. We've got the live episode, live questions on Friday again. We're going to be doing 2 rounds like we did on the first quiz, live quiz that we did last week. And we'll be doing 30 questions in total. So 1 round of 15 and another round of 15. We had a great time last week doing it. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. What we're going to do is we're going to put the questions up like we've done near the end of last time's quiz. So if you want to know how the format's going to work, do go check out the quiz across on Facebook. And like I say, we'll be live again, same time, 8 o'clock, Friday evening. Questions start at 10 past, 2 rounds of 15 questions each. So do make sure you tune in. But this is a Two Drunk Flings special, like I say, because their new episode has been released today. Do go check it out. But I love the Two Drunk Flings. They've supported me no end in doing the channel here on YouTube. So let's get started with 15 questions. Question 1. On the occasions that Alan has updated us on his fumble record, how many wins does Alan have? Is it 5 wins, 6 wins, or 7 wins? So on the occasions that Alan has updated us on his fumble record, he's had the same number of wins, but how many wins is it? 5, 6, or 7? Question 2. How many times has Alan beaten Liam at Blood Bowl? How many times has Alan beaten Liam at Blood Bowl? Question 3. What was the score in the infamous game between Drew and Mike? What was the score in the infamous game between Drew and Mike? Question 4. What is the name of the tournament usually run by Mark Perry in Las Vegas, which is to be borrowed by the Two Drunk Flings when we can finally get our bowl back together and be rearranged in hopefully the near future? So what is the name of the tournament usually run by Mark Perry in Las Vegas, which is being borrowed by the Two Drunk Flings in their up-and-coming tournament? Question 5. Including the episode released today, how many official full episodes have there been of the podcast format? That's not including the extras or the 0.5s or the specials or the spin-offs. How many official full podcast format episodes have been released by Two Drunk Flings? Question 6. How many times has Pug Mason appeared as a guest in the main podcast episodes? How many times has Pug Mason been a guest, a special guest, in the main podcast episodes? On to question 7. What type of big guy is Alan notorious for being able to throw the ball to? What type of big guy is Alan notorious for being able to throw the ball to? Question 8. What is the name of the Two Drunk Flings US-based spin-off podcast hosted by Mr. Blood Bowl himself, James Luft? So what is the name of the Two Drunk Flings US-based spin-off podcast hosted by Mr. Blood Bowl himself, James Luft? Question 9. As discussed in the recent Christmas episode, what flew out of the Thai lady on the 2 occasions that Alan has been to see a ping pong show in Thailand? As discussed in the Christmas episode, what flew out of the Thai lady on the 2 occasions that Alan has been to see a ping pong show in Thailand? Question 10. Question about myself. What is my favourite preferred race / team to play in Blood Bowl? So what is my favourite / preferred race team to play in Blood Bowl? Question 11. Where did Liam end up when he was trying to get to the water bowl in Stockport? Where did Liam end up when he was trying to get to the water bowl in Stockport? Question 12. Who needs to read the rules? Who needs to read the rules? Question 13. In the Lord Borak the Desployer interview with James, which band did Lord Borak clearly rip off when writing his debut single? So in the Lord Borat the Displayer interview with James, what band did Lord Borat rip off for his first single? And for a bonus point, name the song. So I'll say that one again. In the Lord Borat the Displayer interview with James, which band did Lord Borat clearly rip off writing his debut single? And what was the song? So there's 2 points. One is the bonus point for the song, but the main question is what band? So that was question 13. Question 14. Which lifestyle choice does Liam persistently tell everyone he belongs to? So which lifestyle choice does Liam persistently tell us he belongs to? And finally, question 15. Apart from Blood Bowl, what is Alan's favourite form of sporting entertainment? So apart from Blood Bowl, what is Alan's favourite form of sporting entertainment? So there's the 15 questions. Let me know how you got on in the comments down below. We'll move on to the answers in just a minute. Don't forget that the Two Drunk Flings episode is out now. Do go check it out, like I say, in the links down below. Also, don't forget that I'll be announcing all our raffle prize winners on Friday. If you've entered the raffle, thank you so much. The money is going to all good causes. All the raffles we're doing are going to people who need the money right now in these trying times. And I'll be announcing all the winners on Friday during the quiz, probably in between rounds. So after round one, I'll be announcing the raffle prize winners. So good luck to everyone who has bought a raffle ticket. If you haven't bought a raffle ticket, links are down below in the description. Right, on to the answers. So question 1 was, on the occasions that Alan has updated us on his fumble record, how many wins does Alan have? So and they've always been the same. So how many does he have? It was 5, 6 or 7. So which one of those do you think it was? The answer was 5. Alan has only won 5 games on fumble. Question 2 was, how many times has Alan beaten Liam? And Alan never lets Liam forget it. It's once. So Alan has beaten Liam once and he never lets Liam forget that. That was question 2. Question 3. What was the score in the infamous game between Drew and Mike? And of course, this was at last year's Two Drunk Flings tournament. And it was 7-1 to Drew. I was there and he got absolutely pounded. And we don't let Mike forget it. Do we, Mike? So that was the answer to question 3, which was, what was the score in the infamous game between Drew and Mike? And the answer is 7-1 to Drew. Question 4, what is the name of the tournament usually run by Mark Perry in Las Vegas? It's going to be borrowed obviously by the Two Drunk Flings when we can eventually rearrange the tournament. We are looking to rearrange the tournament. I believe everyone who currently holds tickets for that tournament, they will still be valid, and more updates will follow on that when obviously things change government-wise and we can get back to some form of normality. But what is the name of the tournament usually run by Mark Perry in Las Vegas, which is to be borrowed by the Two Drunk Flings? And the answer is Sin City Bowl. Sin City Bowl is the answer to question 4. Question 5. Including the episode released today, how many official full podcast format episodes have been released by Two Drunk Flings? And the answer is 8. And of course, that was not including the extras, the 0.5s, the specials. The answer is 8. And part 1 of episode 8 is now available. And like I say, there's links down below. Question 6. How many times has our good friend Pug Mason appeared as a guest in the main podcast? How many times has our good friend Pug Mason appeared as a guest in the main podcast episodes? The answer is twice, and maybe we should get him on again soon. Let us know, Pug. We'd love to have you on, obviously, when all this madness clears up. Question 7. What type of big guy is Alan notorious for passing the ball to? And doing it successfully, I might add. Is, of course, the Minotaur. He loves to pass to his Minotaur when he uses his Chaos team. I've seen him do it and succeed. And every time I see it happen, I'm like, how is that possible? And I've tried it myself. In honour of Alan, I've even tried it myself. So that was question 7. The answer is a Minotaur is the big guy that Alan notoriously successfully passes to. Question 8. What is the name of the Two Drunk Flings US-based spin-off podcast hosted by our great friend, Mr. Blood Bowl himself, James Luft? And the answer is Flings Over America. So that's the answer to question 8. What is the name of the Two Drunk Flings US-based spin-off podcast, Flings Over America? And if you haven't checked it out, links down below. Question 9. As discussed in the recent Christmas episode, what flew out of a Thai lady on the 2 occasions that Alan has been to see a ping pong show in Thailand? And the answer is a budgie. Unbelievable. So, as discussed in the recent Christmas episode, what flew out of the Thai lady on the 2 occasions that Alan went to a ping pong show? The answer is a budgie. So that's question 9. Answer to question 10 was about myself. What race, preferred race, stroke favourite race is my team to play in Blood Bowl? And the answer is Skaven. I've had a long affiliation with Skaven. I've got Skaven Warhammer Fantasy Battle, stroke AOS army that's humongous. And I've also got obviously a Skaven team, and I love this game. I've got every model for that. And I've recently finished painting them in the isolation painting bits and pieces that I've been doing. So that's the answer to question 10, is Skaven. Question 11, where did Liam end up when he was supposed to be at the Water Bowl in Stockport? And the answer was Stoke-on-Trent. Stockport, okay, they both begin with an S, but where did Liam end up when he was meant to be at the Water Bowl in Stockport? The answer was Stoke, and that was the answer to question 11. Question 12, who needs to read the rules? And if you don't know this one by now, you obviously haven't been listening to it. Alan needs to read the rules, and he is getting better. He did quite well on some of the quizzes I've done so far. He keeps sending me how many answers he's got. I think he got 10 on one of them. So well done, Alan. And obviously, the real rules must be getting in there somehow. But who needs to read them? And the answer is Alan. And that was question 12. Question 13, in the Lord Borat the Despoiler interview with James, which band did Lord Borat clearly rip off? And there was a bonus point here if you knew the song that he ripped off as well. So in his debut single, what band and song did Lord Borat the Despoiler even, rip off in the interview with James? And the answer was Weezer for the band, and Buddy Holly was the song. So the answer was Weezer, and the band, of course, Buddy Holly. So question 14. No, the song, Buddy Holly, even. Question 14. Which lifestyle choice does Liam persistently tell us he belongs to? And the answer is he's a vegan. We know Liam. He's a vegan, stroke veganism, and to be fair play to him. It's his choice. Which lifestyle choice does Liam persistently tell everyone he belongs to? And the answer is vegan. And Jamie, I think, would say dirty vegan. I think. Question 15. Apart from Blood Bowl, what is Alan's favourite form of sports entertainment? And the answer is wrestling, or you could have said WWE or WWF. We'd have taken any of those answers for question 15. So apart from Blood Bowl, what is Alan's favourite form of sports entertainment? And the answer is wrestling or WWE or WWF, either of those. That's all 15 questions, and of course there were 16 points in this quiz. Let me know how you did in the comments down below. Thanks for watching these. It's keeping me going. Hopefully it's keeping you going in these difficult times. Don't forget to stay indoors. Don't forget to wash your hands. Look after yourselves, keep well, and like I say, I'll see you on Friday for the live quiz, the raffle winners, and all that good stuff. 8 o'clock across on Facebook. All links down below for everything I've mentioned, and I'll see you next time.